In a war of nerves over Iran's nuclear program, Israel shows off its newest strategic asset, a pilotless aircraft with a wingspan like an airliner. It can fly nearly 8 miles high and stay over a target area for many hours. And the Israelis say Iran is within range. Our Pentagon correspondent Chris Lawrence has been looking into all of this for us. Potentially very significant development. What are you learning, Chris?
That's right, because you know Iran is within range. I know it. Everybody knows it. But the Israelis won't actually say the word Iran. You know, and when you think of this new pilotless airplane, don't think of some kind of model plane. This thing is the size of a 737 passenger jet. It can fly at an altitude of over 40,000 feet, and it's got the capability to stay in the air for more than a day. That's more than enough time to fly to the Persian Gulf and not only conduct extensive surveillance operations in that area, but also possibly jam enemy communications or even provide connection between, say, ground control and actual Israeli Air Force pilots. Now, Iran has come out publicly, some of its leaders have come out publicly calling for Israel's destruction. But in talking about the capabilities of this new drone, the Israelis won't actually say the word Iran.
I won't be specific on any destination. I can just tell you that the Eitan will be able to fly farther than any other plane in the Israeli Air Force.
Iran obviously well within range. The Israelis say it's versatile and could adapt to many missions.
So this drone could fly, let's say, from Israel over the Arab world, if you will, whether Iraq or Saudi Arabia, toward Iran without refueling? Is that what they're saying?
That's right. That's right. It can fly for more than a day. So it allows you to have that kind of surveillance constantly.
And presumably they could have missiles or they could have bombs or whatever. It's not just a surveillance kind of drone. Is that right?
It's a platform. It's a platform. And again, you know, when you look at this, just a few hours ago, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff said no strike against Iran, no matter how effective, could be decisive. But that doesn't mean he doesn't share some of Israel's concerns about Iran. Let's take a listen.
I maintain my conviction that Iran remains on a path to achieve nuclear weaponization, and that even this very pursuit further destabilizes the region. But like us, it isn't just a nuclear-capable Iranian military our friends worry about. It's an Iran with hegemonic ambitions and a desire to dominate its neighbors.
The problem is a lot of these unmanned drones have been very effective in places like Iraq and Afghanistan, where there's basically nothing to shoot them down, much less effective over nations like Iran that have anti-aircraft capability.
But if you say it's flying at 8 miles high, you need a good surface-to-air missile.
That's true.
I don't know if the Iranians have that capability, do they?
Not sure if they do or not, but again, you're talking about, if you look back to some of the drones that were used over Serbia, Serbia took out a lot of drones right off the bat because they had the capability to use anti-aircraft weaponry.
Yeah, but if these Israeli drones are flying that high, that's not going to be that easy. All right, Chris, thanks very much. An important potential development.